move on so to the champion chase, which is very interesting for loads of different reasons, namely 3. We've Altior 6-4 on favourite, but again, there are a lot of factors to take into this one. So Altior, Robbie, has had just one run this season, right? Now, we know he's struggled with injury. He won the race very well. He beat Politologue, who isn't a bad horse, but you would question whether he can live with the top 3 in the market here at Newbury last time out. You have Min, who put that disaster at Christmas behind him when he had the result overturned. It was simply Ned to go and win next time out at the Dublin Racing Festival and won very well. And you have Douvan, who we haven't seen since running in this race last time out and picked up an injury. Who would you be on here if I had to force your hand?
I'd say one of the bankers of the week is Altior. He's just a very, very good horse. I thought he had a lovely run in Newbury. Politologue was a race fit horse going to Newbury. He was having his first run of the season on soft ground, jumped like a buck, travelled well and won easily. I think at 4-6 he's a much better value than Bouvardere. Look, interesting to see. Min was very impressive. I was very impressed. I rode in the race in Leopardstown when Min won at the Dublin Racing Festival, and he was very, very impressive that day. Strong gallop suited it. He'll get that again with the likes of Specialty R in the field. Politologue is not good enough to be a champion chaser. He beat me on Fox Norton in Sandown in the Tingle Creek, and I didn't think Fox Norton performed that day to the best, and he was only beaten half a length. So Altior is in a different league to Politologue, excuse me, and the likes of them. But Min will be a danger. And look, we don't know if Ruby decides to ride Douvan on the day over Min and Willie runs the 2 of them and Richie want to run the 2 of them in this race, I don't know what's going to happen. But whichever one of the 2 Willie runs will be a danger. If he runs the 2 of them, they could both be dangers. And if Ruby's going to ride Douvan, you'd have to take note.
Ted, Willie did say that just before Douvan picked up his last injury when he was pulled, that he did the best bit of work that he has ever seen from him before he was pulled from his last engagement, which would lead you to believe that he is back at somewhere near his best. Where do you see Douvan?
It's a long time ago he said that.
Yeah. Yeah, 4 months ago.
Oh yeah, a lot of fellas dead since then.
But where would you be in this? Would you be that Altior is the standout horse?
I would think Altior is like Puppy says. I think Altior, much as I would like to see one of the Irish horses win, I think Altior is an exceptional horse. He was an exceptional novice hurler. He was an exceptional novice chaser, and he looks the real deal. He came and won at Newbury in a canter. He mightn't have had a lot to beat, but you'd love the way he did it. He jumps like a stag. He travels. He's ran twice up the hill at Cheltenham. There's no flaws really in Altior. The only thing about him is he's 6-4 on, which is not a great price for a normal fella having a few quid in him. But a 6-4 on, like Puppy says, I'd rather be at 6-4 on him than 6-4 on or 9-4 on Bouvardere. I mean, 6-4 on is a skimpy old price. The only thing I will say is, like, there's a lot of horses that we're going to mention there that should win, and they're all 6-4 on, and we know they won't all win.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way like you get Footpad is 5-4, and Bouvardere is 9-4 on, and Applejade is 7-4 on, and Altior is 6-4 on. Like, they're not all going to win. Now, don't ask me which one is going to get beat, but it ain't Lourdes over there. Do you know what I mean? They're not all going to win.
There'll be plenty of lads who don't think it's Lourdes to be on them, though.
Yeah, they will, yeah, but I mean, they're not going to win at that. You know what I mean? So, I mean, which of them you pick to win? I think Altior, if you're into betting short, Altior will be hard to beat. The other horses, Min will run a big race. Douvan was a superstar, but like, so is a lot of the superstars, and not superstars anymore.
Yeah. Johnny, it's an interesting one. Like, I suppose, again, you'd be looking like to see who might beat Altior. You'd be looking to see who Ruby opts to ride. But Min was very impressive the last day. Obviously, getting beaten by Simply Ned, there's a lot of question marks over that. But what's your thoughts on this one?
It's just a shame Douvan has gone in under such a cloud, because we don't get enough of these great races like Altior against Douvan. 2 of the best horses I've probably seen. And if Douvan underperforms, we'll all say, well, sure, he wasn't right. But I was on a preview panel last week with Danny Mullins, and he was very bullish about Douvan. He really was. He said, geez, like, the way he's going, he looks every bit as good to me as he did. He was, what was he, 9-2 on last year?
Yeah.
Now he's 7-2 against.
Yeah.
And people seem to forget, Altior was not impressive in the Arkle. He really wasn't, like.
So this is the thing, right? So Douvan at his best, Altior at his best.
I think Douvan would beat Altior. Now, I think Douvan might be better with a little bit of ease in the ground, which he probably will get next week.
I'd say he will, yeah.
Willie won't go there chancing him because it's not like he's 12 years of age. You know, he should have a career ahead of him. Yeah, I think he's 8. Yeah. And I think I've a feeling Ruby's going to ride him. 7-2 Duvan or 4-6 Altior. I don't think there's any question mark who I'd prefer to back. With all the, as Ted says, it's about the price. 4-6. Altior wasn't impressive in the Arca last year. He's had his own issues this year. Min was actually favoured to beat him in the Supreme. Altior beat him well that day, but Min made a shocker of a mistake at a crucial stage as well. I don't buy into the hype about him quite as much as maybe the English do. The English love the English horses, and I think Duvan is the value, and I think Ruby might well ride him.
Yeah, Leon, Altior won the race well at Newbury last time out, but again, as Robbie said, like Politologue just wouldn't lace any of the top three's boots really on form, maybe. But the market for this, has there been a lot of support for Altior?
Look, he's a favourite, and as Ted said, he's been to Cheltenham twice and he's won twice. I'd agree with Johnny. Charbel had him under pressure last year when he fell. And Duvan, I think if you just use the analogy, when Willie got Fahim back to Punchestown for his first run after a layoff, he was electric. I think horses can give you one, really, really good effort after a break. And I think Duvan will turn up in good shape, and I think he'll put it right up to Altior. And I think 7-2 again, with that little added bonus of second or third to the starting price favourite, you might as well have a punt at 7-2.
Like if Duvan didn't run in the race last year, just say he hadn't run, coming here. If this race was 12 months ago, Duvan would be long odds on.
He'd be favourite.
So you can forget about the run last year when he clearly wasn't right. He never travelled. So you're taking a chance on Willie's ability to get him there and the vets to do their job. So he's 7-2 against.
Yeah. Any push on?
I'll go 4-5 Altior.
What about Duvan?
No, we'll
give us 6-1 on Duvan.
We'll leave him alone at 7-2, Hugh. He's all right at 7-2. We'll leave him alone.
Giving us a free bar in fairness.
Lads, get stuck into the drink.
No, listen, we'll leave him alone.
Here,
leave him alone at 7-2. Look, I think all the reports where he was going to run at Gowran only for a turned up heavy.
Yeah.
So we didn't want to bottom him out before Cheltenham, and rightly so, over 2.5 miles when he would have took on our Duke and presenting Percy. So he's going there fresh.
Yeah.
No better man to get them right for one day.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Okay, so we've Johnny and Leon in Duvan's camp, and the two lads are with Altior. So it's a split right down the middle. And nobody giving Min a shout here, no? I mean, no? Robbie?
I honestly believe that if Ruby rides Duvan, Min won't run in this. He'll run in the Ryanair. I don't see why the same owner, same trainer, same jockey will have the two horses in the same race.
But Townend has ridden him, we'll say, this year, and I think
so is David Mullins.
But then would they run him the Ryanair? Do they care enough about the Ryanair and they have the favour in it?
Yeah, I don't think ride Undersow in the Ryanair.
Undersow is not Rich Ritchie's.
No, but I don't think they have enough faith in Duvan to definitely deliver that they're happy enough to have two in the race. Like, do you know what I mean? That'd be my take.
I think if Ruby's riding him, he's going there, they'll have faith in him to deliver.
Has Min ever run over 2.5 miles? Not that I can remember.
He ran in Goran over 2.5.
Did he?
But he beat nothing. And in fairness, today, Poppy was on about the first day in Leopardstown. He was desperately keen over 2. So it would be a worry to run him in the Ryanair. But he'd probably be favoured in the Ryanair nearly over Undersow if he ran it.